What's up, everybody? And as you see on the title, we're going to talk about Crucify Him. And we know the biggest crucifixion of all time came with Jesus Christ dying on the cross long time ago. There's been so many crucifixions throughout history, and I think crucifixions are being played out every day today. Let me explain. As you recall in the story of Jesus and the story of his crucifixion, this is a man who did no wrong. It was a man who consistently went around doing good deeds for others. It was a man who spread the love of God throughout everyone he came in contact with. But also with that love, he was able to exemplify true accountability and able to exemplify what it means to truly follow the scriptures. And that went against a lot of the Pharisees of that time, a lot of the guys who said one thing and did another. So in essence, Jesus' ministry really rubbed some people the wrong way. He said some things that went against the system. He said some things that went against the normality of what people had formed. He said some things that really ruffled some feathers and made people uncomfortable because they had got comfortable in their sinful ways. So those men actually set out to find something to speak against him on, something to hold him accountable to the law. Basically, they wanted to find a way that they can shut Jesus up. Well, it was one day Jesus was in the city and he had done so many good deeds that everyone in the city, I'm talking about everyone in the city, was saying so many good things about Jesus. I mean, they was calling him the Savior, they were calling him the King. Anything good that they could say about him, they were definitely saying. Well, those same Pharisees saw this and they made it a point to come up to Jesus and to question him and to find fault in any answer that he gave. At one point, he began to answer a question that they gave, claiming to be a king, and the Pharisees wasted no time to pounce on that and to take him in front of the governor. After he spoke with the governor, spoke with Pilate, he was able to see that there's really no fault in him, and he basically resolved to the point of putting him in front of a crowd and letting the crowd make the decision. Now, the decision they came down to were based on those same Pharisees starting a chant that we never will forget.
What shall I do then with Jesus, who is called the Christ?
Crucify him.
Crucify him. That's a chant that none of us will ever forget. And we know that Jesus went on to be crucified. Although we know that crucifixion was a vital part in what we call our life as Christianity, we still know that that was a horrible murder. It was a murder that could have been avoided based on people realizing that this man was truly innocent. This man truly did not do anything to deserve the punishment that he received. But like I said before, this goes on every single day. Where? On social media. Guys, people are being ridiculed, people are being killed for their opinion. This is a day and age that people share their expressions, share their innermost thoughts, share their perspectives on everything and anything. And yes, when you put yourself out there, you know that people have the right to express themselves the way they should or what they want on your particular post or your particular picture or whatever it is you may put up. But it has to be something said about the negativity that's given on social media. It has to be something said about people who wants to one-up each other, who hears a negative comment and wants to do something more negative, or finds himself being fueled by the previous negative comment. Guys, this is essentially what we call a mob mentality. A mob mentality is when people are influenced by their peers to inhibit a certain behavior. And we see this day in and day out. I experienced that this week when I expressed my opinion on how we should respect an elected official. Guys, I got ripped to shreds. And I'll give you more details on that on Wednesday. But don't let me sound like a hypocrite by no means, because I'm definitely not. I mean, I'm an internet troll myself. I like to go on people's pages to say things that I disagree with or say my particular perspective or opinion. But never, ever, ever will you find me deliberately disrespecting somebody outright. If it's something that offends somebody that I say that I have no knowledge of course that's a possibility, but as soon as I find out that it does offend them, I make sure I apologize. Because there's nothing wrong with expressing your opinion without disrespecting somebody, without calling them out of their name, without talking about their family that you don't know. There's been so many examples of the mob mentality, and we find it so offensive when it hits home for us. As the black community, you should know all too well what this mob mentality is about. How many people have been lynched? How many people have been killed, burned, tied up behind a pickup truck and drugged around the whole neighborhood, strictly based on people having a mob mentality and being influenced by a big crowd of people. But it seems so funny to me that our community has experienced that so much in our history, but we do that now more than any other culture. Not only things as far as social media, but how many times have you been in a session where people have been roasted, scored on, or ranked, whatever you call it in your neighborhood, and it's one person ranked one person, next thing you know you got a whole 50 people in the lunchroom or in the work area scoring on this one person. Or how many World Star Hip Hop videos you gotta see where it starts off with one person having a fight, they start winning, then all the other friends jump that person that was winning. Or whenever we out protesting, all it takes is one person to steal something for the rest of us running there still like savages. This mob mentality, this gang mentality has gotten us nowhere, and it continues to get us nowhere. I want to encourage you watching this. Have your own mind. Make your own decisions. Make the right decisions. What's wrong with doing the right thing? What's wrong with truly looking at something, especially on social media, looking at something for what it is? If you see one thing that you disagree with, why do you have to attack somebody? Why can't you just say, oh, this is just something we disagree on? Or just unfollow the person. Why we have to be so disrespectful? Why we have to shed so much hatred? But yet we call ourselves Christians. Yes, we call ourselves humans. That we love everybody. I think so many people harbor so much hate. It doesn't take nothing for us to release that hate on someone. And that really comes from an internal hatred. There's no way you can go off on someone with so much vigor, so much hatred, so much anger, if you don't feel that self internally about yourself. So, I didn't lose one drop of sleep. It actually made me feel great, because I like to show people who you are. I like people to see the trash that people will allow to release out of their mouth. It made me feel great. But I felt bad for them, because you got to sleep with yourself at night. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and be empty. I don't believe in karma. I do believe that we reap what we sow. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you don't know already, my name is mel.on.mars, and Mars stands for music, athletics, relationship, and spirituality. Every Sunday I do a spirituality video. Every Tuesday I release an athletics video. Every Wednesday I release a relationship video. And every Thursday I release a music topic video. Guys, you don't want to miss this. This thing is growing more and more every single day. And I don't want you to miss anything. I want you to become one of my subscribers. For my subscribers, I affectionately call them the universe. Why the universe? Well, the word universe is defined as all existing matter and space considered as one whole. And that's what I want. I want all my subscribers, whether you share my opinions, you share my beliefs, or you disagree with them, I want you to be a part of this so we can have this open dialogue, and hopefully we all can become better. Whether you educating me, I'm educating you. Let's do this thing together, and let's have a good time. On this journey with me, guys, you will have some laughter, you may shed some tears, you're going to be educated, but all in all, you will be definitely entertained. There's a couple things I need you to do before you exit out this video. First, in a couple seconds, you're going to see my chubby face pop up right here. Once you see that, click it. And when you click it, it's going to allow you to subscribe to my channel. Secondly, right next to that, you're going to see an option with a bell. That bell will allow you to have notifications come up every time I have a video so I can get your instant reaction. And lastly, you're going to also see a video that's perfectly for you come up in this corner. Click that video. If you haven't seen it already, check it out. Let me hear what you guys say about it. Guys, this thing is growing and growing every single day, and I only can grow even more based on your support. So I need you guys to like my videos, share it with your friends, comment, let me hear what you guys say about these topics. I know I talk a lot of crap. I know I talk about a lot of controversial topics, but don't be afraid to comment on it. Don't be afraid to say your true opinion. I want to hear that. Again, this is the universe. I want you guys to be a part of it. I want all of our collective thoughts to come together and create something better and a change for this world. It's your boy Mel on Mars. I love you, and let's grow. Peace.